Alright, so boom, turn me up, don't turn me down. We back at it with another video today. We got Hockey Psychology. Oilers versus Panthers game 1 was a tactical war. Yo, this game right here was cinema. If you haven't already, check out my reaction to game 1 of these Stanley Cup Finals. I don't know what you're doing. Go ahead and check that out right now and then come back to this video. But let's hear what Hockey got to say, man.
Game 1 between the Oilers and the Panthers is in the books, and it did not disappoint. Lead changes, bad blood, superstars stepping up, and overtime magic. This game was everything we expected and more, as both these teams tried to solve each other to take the all-important first game of the Cup final. So let's dive into the tactics, the controversy, and how it all went down. But before we do,
let's get into it.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
W sponsor. Do what you gotta do, Hockey. You know that.
The Panthers have the potential.
Oh yeah, and comment down below now since y'all watch, because this is probably gonna be my only time asking y'all, since game 1 is gonna be literally in a couple hours because it's Friday. I'm making this video, game 2. But from what you've seen in game 1, what do you have now? Do you have Oilers sweep? Do you have gentlemen sweep, Oilers in 5? Or you got this going 6-7? Edit that. Comment down below.
Dynasty in the making with a back-to-back cup, while Connor McDavid and the Oilers look to get revenge against the very team that ripped their heart out in Game 7 last season. So, we're ready to rock. Cup is in the building. Team intros are a go. Crowds boo in Florida. Evan Rodriguez loves it. Meanwhile, McDavid, on the other hand, is lost.
Was his ass just smiling? Oh yeah, he having a blast. He having a blast.
McDavid, on the other hand, is locked in. This man is on a mission, and really, so are the Oilers right out of the gate. Minute into the game, the Oilers get in on the forecheck, and watch Draisaitl here. Not even worried about the puck. It's position before possession. Initiates contact, buys some space. Kapanen comes bombing in, and eventually it ends up on Draisaitl's stick, and he's going to want to change sides with a deflected pass, and this is the mentality for Edmonton. Bouncing puck, throw everything on net, baby. Bobble the rebound from Bob himself. Draisaitl, the German doctor, on the doorstep. What a start for the Oilers. 66 seconds in, and they have a 1-0 lead. Edmonton is feeling it.
Damn, it was that early for real? 66 seconds into the game?
Scheduled Sam Bennett controversy. This puck goes into the corner. Everyone in Edmonton wants a penalty because they think Bennett is holding Wallman's stick. Turns out Wallman is trying to be cheeky, clamping down on the stick, trying to draw one. Ref says, nope, I see it all the way. Then Bennett skates.
See, I didn't even know that.
He's skating backwards. And there he goes again. He falls into Skinner. The shot goes in.
Oh, because I was seeing the comment section. I was seeing a lot of y'all debating in the comment section if that was a penalty or not. Oh, okay. Everything makes sense now. That's why I gotta watch Hockey Psychology videos, because everything be making sense. Like, it makes sense now. Okay.
Backwards, and there he goes again. He falls into Skinner. The shot goes in. He bumps into Skinner on the way in. Except this time, lucky for Skinner, there's no Shawn Michaels elbow from the top rope right to the temple. However, he still gets a piece of Skinner as his puck goes in. So Edmonton, right away, they think this is goalie interference. So they challenge it. Call Gary, go upstairs. But this review, it don't take long. They review and say, nothing's there. This goal counts. Edmonton was rocking in the first few minutes, and now not only is the game tied, but now they got to kill a penalty. You know from our past breakdowns that the Oilers PK is a triangle +1. So what Florida wants to do is get that +1 moving, whether it's a low to high pass to get the killer staff to switch. They want to create space at the point and hopefully open up a seam cross ice. So back to game 1. Watch Rodriguez drive down the wall, and the +1 is going to follow him. As soon as he feels the pressure, he banks it off the boards to the point, and now that's the cue for the top forward of the triangle to press out and become the new +1. If that switch isn't quick enough and cohesive, it's no bueno. They're slow to the switch. Schmidt books at the C's part, and who's on the doorstep? Of course, it's Bradley Marchand, the Rack King, just like that. Who authorized this guy being a Panther? He has been deadly. The Panthers hit the Uno reverse card, take the crowd right out of it, and have taken the lead in the process. The rest of the first is a bit of a ref show also. Both teams taking turns getting penalties, trying to get their shots in, but the period ends 2-1 for Florida. Now, on to the second. It's a little bit of a pre-scout from the Panthers that gets Edmonton caught with their pants down. With a team as aggressive as Florida in the D zone, one of the ways to alleviate that is an offensive rim to the far side D. Carolina did this a ton in their offensive approach to get the defensive team chasing. And as you see here, Edmonton wants to do the same with 4 Florida Panthers on one side of the ice. However, Chuck
as they
is quick
should.
to read it.
Smart
he pressures,
move.
which forces Klingberg to bobble the puck entirely. It deflects into the middle, and then it's a comedy of errors. Brown and Wallman.
It's just that turnover, man.
Who has the puck
like,
here.
I seen what they was trying to do there. Obviously, I think we all seen what they was trying to do. It's just the way that it happened. It was off a turnover right there.
And it's a comedy of errors. Brown and Wallman don't communicate at
now
all.
Panthers got possession.
The carrier. There's no switch. Henrique isn't going to catch Bennett. He's in all alone. And
Easy
Bennett,
pass.
What a game and playoffs. He's having 12 goals in these playoffs. Leads everyone in that category. Just money so far.
Shout out to Bennett.
3-1 Florida. The vibes are low in Edmonton, but they stick to the plan. Part of the plan is to keep stretching the ice, so keep an eye on Arvidsson. That's exactly what he does here on this breakout. He pushes north to be a threat for a potential stretch pass. What's that do? Well, it forces Florida's aggressive D to back up, and it leaves all kind of space underneath. Bouchard with a nice breakout pass to Paul Colson. He's got room to wheel. He kicks it out to Arvidsson, and he says, get 80 slap shots. Stop that, Officer Bob. And it ends up being a squeaker right under the glove and pad. It's 3-2. Back and forth she goes. Things are getting spicy too. Marchand going full on Mike Tyson with some body shots on Nurse. Stuart Skinner's going for a spin. The Panthers are up 3-2 going into the third. And here's a stat for you. Florida is 31-0 when holding a lead at the end of the first or second period.
No way. They was undefeated until game 1. Florida was 31-0. No loss when holding a lead at the end of the first or second period in the Stanley Cup playoff games since head coach Paul was hired in 2023. We're in 2025 now. Oh, shit. Put that one right there.
Period in a Stanley Cup playoff game since Paul Maurice was hired in 2023. There it is. The jinx is in effect in Edmonton. They want to get as many entries with possession as they can, and so McDavid is going to work his magic. He starts to get wheeling, and watch this little stutter play. Quick little fake chip or pass, whatever you want to call it. It may not even do much on this specific play, but it does buy him a millisecond to drive wide, get the entry, and now he can cook.
People want to watch here for the Oilers. It's a lot doing with this man right here, Connor McDavid. Hey, why you cheering for the Oilers? They're a Canada team. They're a Canadian team, bro. You're not supposed to be doing that. I could do whatever I want. Cut off Nate. What in the world? And isn't there a lot of Canadians on the Panthers too? Like, come on, man. Like, who cares? Who cares who I cheer for?
A millisecond.
Cheer for whoever I want. Don't cheer for the Oilers. Panthers fans mad. Oh, shit.
Saucer pass from Australia right to Ekholm. He steps in, hammers it, and we're tied at 3.
That's a goal.
Had to be this way. Game 1 was always going to overtime between these two teams, and the Oilers are buzzing. Kasperi Kapanen out of a cannon, carves through looking like McDavid, has Bob all alone, but no finish. Bobrovsky was also lights out in OT2. Couple of massive saves, but then we get the worst feeling in the world to happen if you're a hockey player, and that's Tomas Nosek. He airmails the puck right out of play, delay a game. Sorry, pal. 2 minutes for you can't do that. Get in the box, think about what you did wrong, and on steps the Oilers.
Laughing is crazy.
Now, in the Dallas,
in front of his face
Edmonton
too,
was able to pick apart an aggressive penalty kill by spreading out and forcing the Killers to have to spread out as well to eventually create a 2v1 at the net. Game plan remains the same against the Panthers. Instead of trying to force things through the middle, the Oilers start to spread out on the perimeter. Two Killers start flexing out to pressure Nugent Hopkins, and here comes the setup. Down low to Corey Perry. He's pressed right away, but this guy, he doesn't age. 700 years old. He's still got the vision, though. He makes a nifty behind the back pass to McDavid.
And there's the back was nasty,
look with
bro.
Draisaitl. McDavid with the sauce again. Saskatoon right to the doctor, and this.
Bro, it's the behind the back for me, dog. That shit was nasty.
Draisaitl.
That shit's still nasty.
The Oilers take a thriller of a game 1, And now a couple of notes on heading into game 2. I thought Skinner was amazing for the Oilers. He was especially crucial for handling the Panthers' forecheck. He had a whole bunch of touches in this game when it came to playing the puck. He was vital for acting as a third D-man back there, stopping rims and helping Edmonton set up for a successful breakout. That is the key for Edmonton to negating Florida's forecheck before it even starts. And in game 2, I suspect that Florida is going to use a lot more of these soft chips or calculated chips to get the play out of Skinner's hands. That way they can cause a little more havoc on the forecheck. That being said, Edmonton was incredible at breaking the puck out, whether it was stretch passes, quick bumps to support down low, or going east-west. They did a great job of creating looks off the transition while not falling into the traps of Florida's forecheck. As for the Panthers, Sam Bennett, for me, was easily their best player in game 1.
That's
Two
a fact.
goals was all over for Florida, carrying the puck in with confidence. Like I said earlier, he leads all players in the NHL playoffs with goals. This guy
That boy a dog.
in the
Bennett a
offseason.
dog.
The Leafs are probably going to overpay him, let's be honest. This game between these two teams couldn't have been any closer. Edmonton, I thought, did a little bit of a better job of inflicting their style and executing a tiny bit better over the course of the entire game. And that's ultimately why they end up coming out on top in game 1. So, what do you think of game 1? Who impressed you? Who pissed you off? Who do you think takes game 2? Let us know in the comments down.
Prediction for game 2. Damn, man. For game 2, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got the Oilers again. Honestly. No bias. But I think the Oilers gonna win it again, man. Because game 1, it was a close game. Going into overtime, it was anybody's game. So now I feel like the Oilers, they going to bring that momentum into game 2. They still at home, too. Game 3, game 4 going to be in Florida. Obviously, I feel like Florida will take one of those games. Could they take both in Florida? Who knows? Only time will tell. But hopefully I enjoy my reaction, man. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.